Welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala. It's been a very wild that I did not see you guys because of what I had to do the exam in May, but also I had to do the playoff edition without the camera, be on YouTube, also be on YouTube Live. So thank you very much for having me. I am your host Pascal Mayala. Like I said, do me a favor, people. If you love this podcast, follow this podcast on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, and on Amazon Music, any platform you can listen to this podcast, or on YouTube, which I have a YouTube channel, Too Good to Be True Podcast with Pascal Mayala. I have some video that I did live on the webcam. Also, I did my playoff edition to real talk about the situation, anything like the DDKs, so on and so forth. Do me a favor when you go to YouTube, like, subscribe, notify, and leave your comment because your comment means a lot to me. So today we have we got some a little topic to talk about. But first, let's talk about the WNBA, which uh which it happened a couple of days ago, um between the Chicago Sky versus the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark is she's a rookie. Okay, let's not get twisted. She's a rookie. Uh, we've seen a lot of uh issue that people hate on Caitlin Clark because she got the more attention than any female basketball in the WNBA, which is normal. Which is normal because you hype a girl up, a girl since she played basketball in college in Iowa, and you can see that there's a lot of hate on Caitlin Clark. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because she had more attention than the other female basketball player in the WNBA, or because of her success, or because she got it so quickly. And that's normal. Because you will see some jealousy on Caitlin Clark, but not just on her, but also on Angel Reese. Because they're rookies. You know, they're rookies, and one thing for sure, we can tell that a lot of the hate it comes from her success since in college. She got the buzz around, which is kind of amazing. She's trying to elevate the women's basketball. And Diana Taurasi, I remember very clearly, Diana Taurasi said that just because you have a success in college, it doesn't mean it's going to translate. I'm paraphrasing. I'm just paraphrasing. That's not what she said, but I'm paraphrasing. That she said that even though you have a success in college, when you go to the big league, it will be difficult, which is 100% true. 100% true. Because because the the way that I see uh how they are treating Caitlin Clark. I know she's a rookie, but I know her first year she's gonna be a struggle. But the way that they're attacking her is very, very, very unfair, if you know what I mean. A couple of days ago, there was a a game. I think it was on ESPN. I believe it was on ESPN. It was the India, like I said, the Indiana Fever versus the Chicago Sky. I believe it was in Indiana. Yeah, in Indiana. You can see that one of the players, Kennedy Carter, uh, fouls fouls her. If you haven't seen the video, unfortunately, I can't show you the video. You can just look at it, or you can look at it. But you see, you can see in that foul that it was a flagrant. And to me, it's very, very, very injustice. Because I don't mind, like I said, I don't mind the trash talking. Trash talking is part of the game. And even I did play basketball. I didn't trash talk, but I wanted to trash talk, you know. But this is going out of hand, and to me, it is very unfair. So I'm going to share my screen. Let's all read this together on Bleacher Report. Then we're going to look at uh others thing on the on the um on other stuff on the Bleacher Report. So let's read this. Let's read this together. So according to Joseph Zucker from X, formerly Twitter, ESPN Kennedy Carter filed on the Caitlin Clark upgrade to flagrant one after the WNBA review. So let's read this. So the WNBA retroactively asked Chicago Sky guard Chinedi Carter a flagrant one foul for her contact on Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark in Sunday's 71 to 70 loss. According to ESPN, Alexa Philippou, Carter was originally whistled only for a foul away to the ball when she delivered on his hip hip check to Clark, winning in second on the third quarter. Upgrading Carter foul onto the flagrant it is important because players in the WNBA, like with the NBA, accumulate foul points over the course of the season that result in a suspension. Carter declined to address the play after the game, telling reporters she wouldn't answer any question related to Clark. It looked from the television broadcast that two had exchanged trash talk during the contest. Like I said, I don't mind doing the trash talking. Trash talk is part of the game. Let's continue. The foul overshadowed an entertaining matchup featuring first-year star Clark and Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese. Sky guard Marina Marbury had an opportunity to tie the score in the final second, but missed it in the first of her two free throws. Carter foul play in what have been two narratives early into the 2024 WNBA season. A segment of fans remain convinced that some veteran players hate Caitlin Clark and are jealous of her popularity. The truth is, clearly the target on Clark is black. But it's no different than any other notable rookie who entered the pros. It's not a Cuban upon more experienced star to roll out the red carpet for their younger peers when they are opposing team. So, like I said, there are some jealousy. There's some jealousy. Um, there's some jealousy upon opposing team that hate Caitlin Clark, which is normal. It's part of life. Don't tell me why. It's always been part of life since mankind. So Bomani said that wrote on his ex formerly Twitter. Or before that, let's Josh. Before that, Josh Alberti said something interesting, and Josh said, and I quote: "Remains bizarre that a player who has brought so many new eyes to the game, if the sport is constantly under attack for her own colleagues." That's what he said. But Monty responded, said, "I hate to single Josh out since this argument is so prevalent, but this is ridiculous. Their competitor, now shareholder." Which is true, by the way, which is true. Everything Bomani said is kind of true. But also, I can understand what Josh Albert is trying to say, minus of her own colleagues. But basketball is a competitive sport, 5 on 5. One team's gonna win, one team's gonna lose. There is no a tie game. No tie. There's no tie after the end of a game. It's overtime or nothing. So so to me, I'm on Bomani's side. Let's continue reading because there's a lot of things to say. There also a belief among some of the WNBA and WNBA players. Sorry, what I'm saying. There is also a belief among some the WNBA isn't doing enough to protect Clark, and her own team is helping to lead the charge. Head coach Kristen Side and general manager Lane Dunn both went on social media Saturday to call for action. So, so this is what uh, Kristen has said. But before that, someone said it on X. Pat Boiling Fever Pacer. I don't know if he's a fan or a journalist, but he said that I rarely come here to talk officiating, but this is the type of thing Clark had to face a lot of early going. I'll be not being blatant. There's nothing there's nothing basketball play about this. Meet numerous frequency criteria. Well, head coach Christian Side said that following on her quote that this is unacceptable WNBA when we will consistent complaint by her, but be heard. Something has to be done. Okay? And also that's I can't put uh the sound. I cannot put the sound because I got a technical pretty much technical issue. But let's but I will try once. If it doesn't work, I will put the link on YouTube so you can hear what she said on the press conference. So Chloe Patterson, one of the journalists, said that Christie's side on Caitlin Clark continues getting foul hard on not getting those calls. She said the Fever has been submitting play to the league throughout the season for review. Chalk Talk uh, said on X that there's a difference between tough defense and unnecessary targeting action. It needs to stop. The league needs to clean up that crap. That's not who this league is. So I want to let's hear what she gotta say. If the sound you guys cannot hear, I'll put the link. I'll put the link on YouTube so you guys can listen to it on your own display. So let's start. So let's listen what she gonna say. So, so so you heard what she said. So if let's listen to the second time, and then I'll do my take again. So let's listen again. So so you heard what she said. Caitlin Clark handling like a pro, which it's very rare for a rookie to handle like a pro. And before we continue, I cannot imagine any rookie, you know, had to go like that, especially when you're a woman named Caitlin Clark. Imagine if it was LeBron James coming up his rookie year in, coming up from the 2003 draft and start his first game, and people try to hammer him because of his success, jealousy, and popularity. I cannot imagine that. Why can I imagine Michael Jordan popularity and he get hammered, but he did get hammered by the Pistons, but he it wasn't his first year. So I can understand where the coach is coming from, and she got every right to complain. So let's continue to read this. Carter foul on on Clark warranting flagrant statute, but the letter of the law, because of the contact, was totally unnecessary to the play. But the reaction is generated is far over the top relative to what happened. And rather than slinging out Clark as the victim of bad officiating, this will be a good opportunity to look at the standard of refereeing across the WNBA as a whole. The Athletic Ben Pickman reported late October how players and people inside the league didn't take the officiating good enough. To what it if the Fever don't like the job the ref are doing, they'll need to get in line. Well, that's a bold statement. But like I said, people, Um, it's very unfortunate what's going on with Caitlin Clark. Even though she's a rookie, there are limits. Yes, she's a rookie. Her popularity is up, but because of her popularity, there's a lot of hate. And remember when people were coming at her neck and on the hate on Caitlin Clark, Charles Barkley came to her defense. LeBron James came to her defense. Ryan Clark came to her defense, and even some people came to her defense. I will come to her defense that she is unfair, but she's a rookie. She should get used to it. Now, Draymond Green said on said something about the about uh said something about Caitlin Clark and I don't know and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese because I have to put two and two together. So, but here what Caitlin Clark said before we go up again. This is what Draymond Green said. So he said on what is it on X? I believe it's X from Twitter. I don't know. I think it's that. But he said Indiana better go invest in an enforcer fast. You know, that's what he said. And to me, I think you need every team need an enforcer. Every team, every team need an enforcer. And just like Charles Oakley was a Michael Jordan enforcer with Patrick Ewing, UD Udonis Haslem was an enforcer for Dwayne Wade and for LeBron James and Chris Bosh when they came to Miami. So maybe she does need it or not, but it is what it is. But let's continue again because this is going to be interesting. I know we got some topic talk about like the NBA Finals preview, which I will talk about a little bit. Then I will talk about it. I'll put it on the real talk or playoff edition, but it's more like a final. But it is what. But I will put it anyway. So let's read again. Trinity Carter ripped Caitlin Clark's skills and defend injury amid viral video. Hmm. Many basketball fans were excited to see the budding rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark blossom to this year. But another Sky player is building a duo to her own with the 2024 number one overall pick. Chicago Trinity Carter was retroactively asked at a figure one for her hip check on Clark during the Sunday 71-70 defeat. She declined to address the sequence in her post-game press conference, but subsequently made her feeling toward Clark very clear on social media. In one reply on Threads, Carter criticized the rookie game. So this is what she said on Threads. And she said, and I quote, Trinity Carter on sequence with Caitlin Clark in the third quarter. I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark question. Kudos to all this woman They have really made WNBA interesting, and I'm looking forward to the post-game drama. So this is what she said. So let's read again. Then I'll do my opinion. Beside their point shooting, what does she bring to the table, man? Carter wrote. In another, she called Reese my dog Fascio after the four appeared to cheer from the bench after the contact. I don't think I think I don't have the video. I don't think so. So you see, she was. So I don't know. I don't know where the video at, but we read that. We read that. Carter also addressed the talk of an enforcer on Twitter. She said, and I quote, "We grown as ISF, and y'all thinking about enforcing, man, GTFOH, oops or shut up." So if you don't know what the GTFOO, it means get the fuck out of here. You see? So it will be a lot of language. So if you have kids in your house, don't let the kids listen to this. So Carter Fowler immediately became the symbol for two larger narratives that have quickly formed around WNBA discord. Older veteran hate Clarks, and the league is effect allowing those players to talk liberty to a rookie and not taking crackdown on the foul. Carter's remark on Clark will uncertainly help to fuel to the first storyline. Her attitude isn't all that exceptional. Thought no matter the sport, no matter the league, more experienced players are bound to carry the chip their shoulder when they're going up against a younger peers. That is especially true when a rookie has as much as hype as Caitlin Clark. So Nick Van Exel uh, wrote on his ex from the Twitter, said that I didn't hear none of y'all crying when Gary Payton pushed me across the court my rookie year in preseason. Laughing emoji. Hmm. So let's continue. LeBron James LeBron James got it from got it some of his own teammate on the Cavaliers when he entered the NBA in 2003. There's an entire legend built around handful on the NBA star, freezing out Michael Jordan at the 1985 All-Star game. Rookie always had to earn the stripe, and Clark is no different, which is true. Like I said, she had to earn it. The extent to which this has already blown up in a good example on why the WNBA would benefit from some interpersonal drama on the court is good when players or team are feuding in a way that doesn't cross the clear line, which is true. Which is true. There's some competitiveness on the basketball, but at the same time, you got to show respect, and that thing should not cross the line. There's limit. There's limit to it. So one fan quoted whispering, "I'm enjoying the WNBA basketball beef. Beef are fun. That's all I've got here." Which is interesting. Another person said that every WNBA person, player, former player, broadcaster, etc., has spoken with over the past 2 years have said that the league need rivalries to take another step. You're seeing it. You're seeing it form, which is true. There were some fans and people said that the WNBA need rivalries, and we do got it from Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, starting from college from 2 years ago when Caitlin Clark did to South Carolina the "You Can't See Me." And in the final NCAA championship, Angel Reese did the same thing. She did that. You can't see me. So I don't have a problem with it. So let's continue reading because we're at the end. It said that the WNBA has lack of true signature rivalry. Super and Diana Taurasi were the interconnected throughout the career, but that always felt less like a rivalry more than a game of one-manship between friends. Los Angeles Spark and Minnesota Lynx, meanwhile, had a captivating struggle spanning multiple years, but the intrigue has since faded with both franchises falling out of the title contention. If Doubtful Carter and Clark would develop any sort of lasting antagonism, Sunday game at least ensured the return of matchup between Chicago and Indiana on June 16th with a point of view. So you heard what the um, it has been said. It has been said that competition is good. Like I said, competition has always been good in WNBA. So it's no different. It's no different than other sports like football, baseball, hockey. It's part of the game. But with Angel Reese, sorry, not Angel Reese, but actually Angel Reese too. But she had that treatment too. You know, don't get me wrong. Caitlin Clark is not the only one. You know, Angel Reese, she's getting flagged. And they said that according to I believe ESPN, that she had been fined for $5,000 because she did not appear in an interview during the press conference. Which to me, you should not do that. I'll be honest with you. A loss is a loss, but you need to go to the press conference, regardless of when you win, when you lose. It's part of the game. And I know no NBA player don't want to go to the press conference after a loss, but you have to. It's your job as a player. So to me, keep your head up, Kevin Clark. I know you're gonna have a struggle rookie year. In the Indiana Fever are no good. They're like 2-8-9, but that's normal. They're a rebuild. In the next 3 to 5 years, they're gonna be a contender. So, so I got no issue with it. Moving on, and this I know I'm gonna talk about it in final at the NBA final preview at the end, but we're gonna talk about something personally, and I see a lot of people coming to her defense. And what I'm talking about the Candice Owen, um, Candice Owen about the uh, I don't want to say the P word, but um, I talking about uh cornography. Let's say that I don't want to get blocked. So cornography, and she says something about she says something interesting about uh about corn that about that corn is pretty bad and it does really um it's really waking up men. So so I'm gonna look for it right now for we could talk about it, and because this is really dealing in on me because it's very weird that I talk about. Charles has been diagnosed. Sorry. Sorry. I try to look for it on social media. Um, about what did she said about I can look it for the internet. Let me look for this. Sorry, I'm not really prepared. Wait, then um, so let's read this. I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it right now. We're gonna share it because she says something interesting that I want to talk about it. So let's read this. And by the way, Candice Owen, she's a beautiful woman. I don't give a damn. She's a beautiful, intellectual woman. So so this so let's read this. Firebrand conservative political commentator Candice Owen, anti-corn, I'll say corn because I don't want to get blocked by Twitter about YouTube. So corn commending the use of the abusive uh, you know what, expletive on content given a viral on X. So Owen has made a claim that Downing for her center that corn should ban for of man existing. So this is what she said: ban cornography. Cornography. It is a psychological weapon to intend to weaken our men. The post has since garnered 8.9 million viewers and over 6 million comments from people either opposing or agreeing with her opinion. So this is what she said. And then Cardi B, of all people, Cardi B of all people, she said that there's nothing wrong. I thought so. I don't know if we can find it. I don't know if we can find it. Uh, I don't know if we can find it. I don't want to get blocked. So I think let's find it on the website. Uh, let's find it. Yeah, there it is. So Cardi B defend adult content after Kenneth Owen called for a ban. So let's read this because Too Good to Be True podcast is not just about sport. It's about society, society in general, sport, culture, anything in this podcast. So let's read. Cardi B has taken a stand on the debate surrounding adult content after Kenneth Owen took her ex to call for a ban. Ban pornography. It is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our man, the conservative political commentary wrote the platform earlier this month. In response, Cardi B shared on Instagram comment on defense of corn. I seen the screenshot shared on TMZ. OMG, why y'all so against corn? It is that bad for y'all, she wrote. I enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know how guess is like a 6 time a year thing. I personally don't feel no connection on addiction to it, just a little quick one or two. Nothing like real intimacy. She continued that adult culture should actually teach men how to please women. So this is the quote. This is the the tweet that she wrote. Bad pornography is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our man. So, so I want to continue to read this. Cardi, Cardi is the latest star to chime on this topic on NSFSW content on content insight in April. Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, deleted his X account after he appeared to receive a wave of backlash for announcing his own adult content website. The rapper tweeted a 6-second video with the phrase Yeezy corn is coming, directing you to go to Yeezy.com. According to TMZ, Yee is planning to build an adult content studio under the Yeezy brand and contact with Stormy Daniels' ex-husband Mike Moss to discuss leading the project. Following the announcement, the Vulture artist received an outstanding of criticism from fans for our urging to him to return to the Christ following his Jesus is King era. West has expressed varying opinion on corn throughout the year. In 2018, after telling Jim Kimmel that he still look at Pornhub, the platform offered the star a lifetime free premium membership on of their site. He later admitted to fully on pornography addiction and that destroyed my family. So I don't know. I don't know. I want. I want to talk. Give this opinion, but I want to look for the uh 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 um uh, look at the backlash about it because she did say that that on she said something interesting, but well, you know what, whatever, because she did get a lot of backlash about the adult content. If it's okay, it's okay. Let's look for it. Let's look for it. The fan responded about it. I don't know. I can find it, but look. Let's look for it. Let's look for it. Let's look for it, and then I'll give my opinion about it because this is a very serious topic. This is a serious topic, and there's a lot of people who agree. I think people agree. So let's find it. Let's read this. So it said that one person said that corn is illegal, but researching the Holocaust can lead you to jail in most European countries and Canada. And and I know people don't, and there's some people agree, some people disagree, but there are people who don't or who defend Candace Owen about it because uh, when you watch it, and I'm a victim to it. I'll be honest with you, I'm a victim. I'm not saying I'm a saint because I am not. I am not. I'm a victim of it because back then, there, there it is. I found it. I found it. So it's that pornography is not good, and I'm a victim of it because it does weaken the man. And to talk to women, have a relationship with a relationship, and it's very difficult to me to be in a relationship with a woman because in your mind, if you see in your mind, it said that if you see a woman, you should watch pornography, and most of the pornography you watch on on the website are not real. They just get paid to do it. So to me, uh, I agree on Candice Owen, but also, and I will make it clear, I'm not on Cardi B side, but I will defend her on one. I do agree that it is what she said that to teach men how to please the woman. Only that line, teach men how to please a woman. I agree on that part because and I'm a victim of it. I don't have a girlfriend. But if I have a girlfriend, I have to please her. I have to please her. I gotta learn to please her. Yes, we've seen a lot of the of rape because of pornography. Pornography. Um, we've seen young girls get raped and get pregnant as teenagers because of those rapists. So it could go both ways. But I am on Candace Owens' side. So let's read one of those people had said. One said, if you knock her head, Mario coin will come out. Well, that's so aggressive. So another person said, might be the worst thing I've ever seen. Corn does the completely opposite of teaching men how to please a woman. It can be fair. It can go both ways, like I said. Another person said that the only reason Cardi B is against it is because she profiled of corn. All her music video and outfit are practically corn. But not all of it, but I understand what he meant. One said one said that a laughing emoji. Cardi said this one out. Young man out here pleasing several women. Okay, that's true. Candace, Candace, one quote person said, Candace is right. Another person said, this is a grown woman saying this between. And so we're gonna read actually two last things or three. So let's read it. Isn't Cardi B the same girl who drudged men at a stripper? That is true. Cardi B was a stripper, unfortunately. One person said that sounds like something a stripper would say. How professional of Cardi B. Another person said, "Man, Candice distinguish between real life moral and corn. They take those real fantasy and fetishize into the real world with them. It becomes mind and personality consuming. So so this is what is been said, and to me, it's absolutely right. There can be both ways, but I'll agree with Candice Owen. I'm a victim of it too because I am weak. I watch. I am trying to heal, not watching pornography. And anybody is in this situation, you're not alone. You know, because what it does is it's hard to get a relationship, especially in this modern day society, that people cannot be in a relationship because they're afraid. Because if they're afraid that if they try to do it, their their mind think about pornography, and they're gonna do exactly the same thing with you see on the website. And I'm a victim of it, so I'm not saying I'm perfect, which I am not, but it does happen. So my so I'm on Candace Owen's side. So let's let's move on. Let's switch on because I could talk about it a lot. And actually, just before we continue, and what speaking of Kanye West, also Kanye West said it when that pornography ruined his life as a child, and I think social media, pornography is everywhere. Woman in bikini, woman, a man shirtless, and to me, I would say this. I agree with Kanye West that it does ruin porn, it does ruin people's life, which is true. But also, it does break up relationships. So to me, it does really ruin people's life. If you're in a couple and you have a wife or a husband say it's okay to watch court, that's fine with you. At least you have to moderate, and you have to discuss it first. So, and the rest of it is history. But but it does ruin people's lives. That's all I'm gonna say. So we have a couple of minutes before I leave. Let's talk about the final preview between the Mavericks and the Celtics. And this is the final that I wasn't expecting, but I did say this on my previous thing that whoever come out to the NBA Finals, win the championship, and whoever actually, I said that whoever beat the Denver Nuggets, they're winning the championship. That means I don't have a a favorite to pick. I don't have I didn't pick who's gonna win, but I just saying that both teams are a little bit similar, little bit, not a lot, because the Celtics roster is complete. The Dallas Maverick roster is a little bit complete, but they play defense, and and also people should apologize to Kyrie Irving because the way he's balling out, and not talk about his behavior because I don't have an issue with on the court because he does the job. It's off the court that he does. So I don't have a problem with it, and people need to apologize for it for Kyrie Irving. And who need to win the most? Is Luca or Tatum? To me, is Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, both of them, but specifically Jason Tatum, because you were in. How many? I think they went six conference finals, which is insane. Six. I mean, god damn. I mean, if you talk about relevancy, the Celtics are relevant compared to the Lakers, personally. But you, Jason Tatum, were the one of the Mamba mentality. You don't want to say you want to be the best player. I don't think he said it, but I think in his mind he's going to say it. But in order to be the face of the league, you need to win a championship, and that's what Jason Tatum need to do. Same thing with Luca. Remember, I did criticize Luca multiple times before I had this podcast. Said that Luca is a ball hogger. Luca is a ball hogger, and that he need to learn how to share the ball, and that he need help, and that's why he got help. He got Kyrie Irving and defensive team, and guess what happened? They went to the final. They beat the best defensive team of all time, the Timberwolves, and that where we at right now. Now, um, before eh, I want to say this. I think this finals have a. I think there is storyline in the NBA finals. Remember, Kyrie played for the Celtics. He promised to stay in a Celtic for lifer, but he didn't. He left. He got traded to Brooklyn, and the whole fiasco. Him with the Celtic fan. Luka versus Kristaps Porzingis, because remember they were teammates, and somehow it did not work. So so Kristaps Porzingis got traded to the Washington Wizards, and he balled out, and so on and so forth. The Celtics have a revenge story because 2 years ago they lost to the Golden State Warriors, and last year they almost made it to the NBA Finals, but they got choked in Game 7. So storyline could go both ways. So, so everything that the NBA final preview is gonna go, it could go on both ways. So do you think I have a favorite? I have to pick who's gonna win? Not yet. I'm gonna do it on my bonus real talk. So this is where I'm gonna really talk about it tomorrow. So that's all we got to say for today. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. If you want to follow me on social media, go on X, formerly Twitter, Belly at Belly versus PMM, or on Threads is Pascal underscore Mayala underscore 15, and on same thing on Instagram, Pascal underscore Mayala underscore 15. If you want to listen to this podcast, follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, uh, Amazon Music, in any platform you can find it, and you can go on YouTube. Too Good to Be True podcast with Pascal Mayala, and you can like, subscribe, notify, and leave your comment. So without further ado, I'm gonna say see you tomorrow on the audio of Be Real Talk Playoff Edition. Actually, not Playoff Edition. I'm gonna I'm gonna change some name on my another bonus on my podcast. So I'll see you tomorrow, people.